I know from the very start to the very finish, it's going to be a fight. Yeah.
Firstly, Jazmine, how are you doing? How's the previous week been in Chamonix?
Yeah, I just arrived in Chamonix last week, so it was a lot of jet lag, getting used to the schedule here. But otherwise, body's feeling good, mind is feeling good, so we're good to go.
Nice one. And so, the race you did previously to this, SPEEDGOAT 50k, so you got the win there, which is a great result. How did that feel? Obviously, that was a comeback race in and of itself, building up to UTMB now. How was that for you?
So good to have won the SPEEDGOAT and just take that forward and keep building the momentum from there. Yeah, and just had like a solid training block over in the Tetons. It was living up high, lots of vertical, all that jazz that you need to do to prepare for these races. So yeah, very thankful to have had the SPEEDGOAT win.
Yeah, nice. And I know you've unfortunately had to deal with reds in the past. How is all of that now, and how has it been dealing with that? And also, for anyone who doesn't know what reds is, could you give a little bit of a... Yeah. Every trail runner, ultra runner, just it's good to be aware of RED-S, so relative energy deficiency in sport. It's basically where you've got a mismatch. It's a condition that can happen when you've got a mismatch between the energy that you intake with your energy outtake, or basically, yeah, that can be from your training, it can be from stress in life, all of those things. It's a very holistic condition that you need to approach full body and mind, and it takes a long time to get out of if you get yourself into that. Highly recommend just being aware of it. So yeah, for me, it was a long process to get back in a healthy state and for my body to feel safe to be training. And I'm very thankful to just have some of the biomarkers and certain things, definitely as a female, where I know, okay, my body is on track, and just like listening to all those signs. That said, yeah, even in my build to SPEEDGOAT, you know, I was constantly monitoring, like, yeah, am I in a safe spot for it? And you gotta make sure you're eating enough, make sure you're taking rest days, all of those things. Yeah, because you did one race in 2023. I guess that was affected by RED-S. So when was it that you first started suffering from the symptoms of that? And also when you actually first realized that what it was? Because I imagine there was a lot of time before that where you didn't know.
Yeah, no, you're right. I did not know for a good period of time. I think there were some signs early on, fall of actually 2022. And then in my training in the winter for Transgran Canaria, which for any person who has done that race, you know how hard it is. So yeah, I did have some signs of burnout, probably some signs of overreaching and things like that. And then I think doing Transgran Canaria was kind of like the last straw for my body, and the travel, lack of sleep, all those things, they sneak up on you. And yeah, my body said no more, and just went into full disarray. Everything feels like it's kind of falling apart. Yeah, so it's very sneaky. I think for females, we are lucky. We do have a few different ways that we can listen to those signs. For men, they're also there. But doing things like getting your blood work done routinely, making sure any female athlete, if you've got a natural cycle, that you're still having a menstrual cycle, things like sleep, irritability, mood swings, reproductive functioning, dysbiosis, digestive issues, food sensitivities, all of those combined can really tick some boxes. So yeah, just pay attention to your body.
Yeah, a really important one to pay attention to. On the more positive side, you posted something really interesting on Instagram a few months ago about reframing the negatives and like how much growth can come from the negatives, and also interesting you just saying about you live in a van, and it's like you live for the outdoors.
Yeah.
So I guess those moments where you are able to fully enjoy the outdoors, these incredible surroundings, like even behind you now, even though there is a bit of cloud,
Yeah.
it just makes it all the more incredible when you are able to fully enjoy those.
Yeah, absolutely. I think whenever you went through hardship, coming back to the basics, very simple. Are you sleeping well? Do you have support groups around you? Your social well-being, eating healthy, just like the foundations, and then building up from there. As whenever injured, it's like, what other passions do you have in life? And it's good to have multiple disciplines, and that can really help just with mental resilience. I think the first time an athlete ever gets sidelined, it can be very crushing, absolutely terrifying, especially when you have your identity attached to it. So going through that multiple times, I would say it's gotten a bit easier, and I think you go through grief and all of its stages. Potentially, anyways, for my journey, I go through it a bit faster now. I get to that acceptance stage, and how do you reframe? You have all the silver linings. I've learned so much about the human body.
Yeah.
It's helped me massively as a coach and an athlete to grow. So yeah, there is that there. And then when you do get back to it, it's like, wow, this is such a gift. And any ultra runner, that's such a privilege that we get to be here at UTMB, and we're doing these crazy wild things. And don't forget that, it's super special. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like something else you said of like you get to Ninja Summit Mountains. So it's like, don't forget that.
Yeah.
But I mean, how are you feeling going into the race, CCC? Is it going to be all Ninja Summiting Mountain mentality, just dreaming how high you can finish? Because I think you're ranked first on the CCC start list.
I might be. I'm up there. Yeah. We'll see who shows up. I'm definitely feeling it's interesting going back to this race in 2022. I really had no idea how it was going to go, and I think I was still had a lot to learn. And I think going into a race, having your goals ready, but also having that one that's a little bit up high in the sky, it's good. It's good to have those and to reach for that horizon. I think I've learned that you might surprise yourself, and so there's all of that. You got to have your plan A, B, C, D, and at the end of the day, just go out there and enjoy yourself. And I will say I'm going to be working hard that entire race, and I know from the very start to the very finish, it's going to be a fight. Yeah.
Nice. And then finally, after the race, no matter how you finish, what are you going to enjoy after? Food, drink?
Oh yeah.
Just falling into a pile in bed?
Yeah, I'm looking forward for after the race. I think, probably realistically, I'm going to be lying on the side of the road, probably moaning and groaning a bit. After that, hopefully get a good meal in at some point once my stomach calms down. And then I'm just really excited to be here in Europe. I'm going to spend a little bit of extra time here, go visit, see some friends, maybe do some very chill mountaineering, some things like that. And just have a break and just spend more time with friends. Maybe go out, just relax more.
Nice.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, thanks so much, Jazmine, and best of luck.
Thank you. Thank you so much.